Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Kentucky Housing Corporation Annual Housing Conference. I'm glad you could be here this afternoon, and I apologize that I cannot be with you in person. I miss seeing all of my housing friends. My name is Brenda Weaver, and I'm the president of Lending and Western Kentucky Disaster Recovery for Community Ventures Corporation. Community Ventures is a 501c3 nonprofit, a CDFI, and a NeighborWorks agency that does a multitude of different things. We support individuals and families' dreams of home ownership through the construction and rehab of housing. We also support small businesses that are trying to get started or expand. And we also support the dreams of the communities where we work, where they are trying to either recover from a natural disaster or an economic disaster by being able to combine all of our resources into what we call comprehensive community development. I want to talk just a little bit this afternoon about construction utilizing structural insulated panels or SIP units that we have tried here at Community Ventures. We did a bit of a demonstration project a couple of years ago in Millersburg, and we did one house that utilized just SIP walls. And in that situation, we already had the floor installed, and in a couple of hours or a little bit less, we were able to get all the walls up on that house. And so it was ready to roof in a couple of hours. So we decided in Fulton, Kentucky to take that to the next level. And so we are doing 3 houses there, 2 of which are finished, where we're utilizing SIP floors, walls, and roof. And we were able to actually get the first house floor down, all 4 walls up by around 4:30 or 5 in the afternoon. And really, we could have gotten the roof on that house in a day. So we would have had 1 house finished in 1 day. We ran into 3 days of rain, which I know all of you have experienced. That's just part of being in the building process. But we were able, 3 days later, at the end of that week, to do the second house. So we literally got 2 houses under roof in 2 days. Community Ventures explored the option of using SIP construction as a way to expedite the process. Our first thought around utilizing SIP was, how do we get families into housing faster? The whole process seems to take 6 months, sometimes 10 months. And a lot of that depends on when we can get contractors. Even when we're able to find contractors, they are so busy and they are consumed by other jobs they're doing. So we ended up oftentimes being the last on the list. The other thing was we were very impressed by the energy efficiency, and long-term sustainability is certainly a priority for us. The other thing that creates savings by utilizing SIP construction is when these units come to your site, everything is there that you need. So the walls are completed, the floor is completed, the roof's completed. It's just a matter of assembly. So literally, the trash that we carry away, the debris that's left over at the end of the project, is basically what we can fit in 1 or 2 household trash bags. One of the challenges is it is a different type of construction. When you utilize SIP, you're sending your plans and specs to an off-site vendor who is then preparing your panels to come back to you to be assembled. It is a little different. If you utilize volunteers, for example, you don't have the capability of sending someone like me who might be able to drive a nail but knows nothing about the construction process necessarily out there to do this construction. Everything is precise. Everything fits together. So from the foundation all the way up, everything has to be done in a very specific, very precise way so the panels will fit together as they're supposed to. That means retraining. That means there needs to be someone who is a project lead who understands the process of assembling SIP panels. The provider we use, who you'll hear from a little bit later today, did an outstanding job in preparing our team with video training, with someone on site, but there is truly a train-the-trainer process that's involved in utilizing SIP construction. A big part of this is education. There is a lot of educating the community that needs to take place because it is a different type of construction. People are not familiar with how sturdy this is going to be, how long-term it's going to be. Is this a good deal for a consumer? What kind of quality are you bringing to our community? So there's some education that needs to take place, especially on behalf of perhaps elected officials or the local municipality. How does the financing work? How do all the pieces come together for this type of construction versus just a normal stick construction? We think this is going to be a valuable tool for us to be able to meet the capacity needs that we have going forward and to get to the level of development and new construction that we need to provide in the communities where we work.